Well, it's Christmas time. I'm not knocking anybody that celebrates Christmas, okay? We celebrate it mildly in my household. Nowhere in the Bible did Jesus ever tell us to observe his birthday. There's no fact in the Bible that says today is his birthday. It's a man-made day for economic push. It's materialism. Parents tell their kids to, if you brush your teeth, you make your bed, you walk the dog, you get good grades, Santa Claus will bring you good gifts. A fat man that practices gluttony is going to come down the chimney flue the size and a circumference of a basketball and bring you gifts under your $45, $50 pine tree. And you got to leave him something to eat now. Got to have the lights on so you can see your house. And these mystic reindeer fly. They sprouted wings. And they fly like a migrating goose, pulling a sled full of the world's toys. You know, on Christmas, I know a Muslim fella. They celebrate Christmas, the birth of Christ, so to speak. I know a couple Jewish boys, too. They pay no mind at all to Hanukkah, but to celebrate Christmas. Big time. And how many Christians go in debt during Christmas time just to give gifts, which motivates people to give gifts back to them. What would you like for Christmas? I don't know. What would you like? I just don't see any sense in keeping a religious holiday that's not biblical, that's all. Christ never sanctioned it. He never sanctioned lying to children. It puts people in debt. And it blinds people to what Christ really taught. And that goes back to persuading the children to do good things, to do good deeds and works, and they'll be rewarded for it by the fat man with the white beard, with the flying reindeer. We should be telling our children that you will inherit eternal life through your outward good works that are a reflection that you're a servant to Christ. Now, the works don't save you, but it's just a reflection of your behavior as being a servant to Christ. Just like the law we've been talking about. That doesn't save us. We can't keep it. But those 10 commandments are part of us. They're part of the way we carry ourselves and live. The Bible just doesn't command people to observe the birth of Christ as a holiday. It commands us to serve him and to get the gospel out. I tell you, it's not very Christ-serving to be stressed out at this time of year and to go to Black Friday and get up and rush. A day of stress to get these gifts at the good deals. It's a day of heresy and hectic. You know, the Christmas tree and ornaments and all that, it comes from an ancient Romish festival. The Romans. I think it was Saturnalia Day. Might want to check that. Just the lies about Santa Claus and flying reindeer just mislead our children on this day. The only inclination that they have that it's about Christ is it's mentioned at church. And then the little plays they have. The Christmas plays. That's all I'm saying. This isn't really prepared. I just wanted to talk a little bit, that's all. You know, what if Jesus' birthday wasn't in December the 25th? What if it was actually on October 31st, on Halloween? You got people running around looking like Teen Wolf. And little young girls trying to dress up like Wonder Woman with their newly found cleavage hanging out. You know, when I was a heathen, I tell you, the bar business is booming on Christmas Eve. Alcohol and trying to hook up with somebody. There's alcohol and dirty dancing, immodestly dressed women, worldly music, all that's at these bars on the eve before the supposed birthday of the Savior. I just think soul winning, getting the gospel out amongst family, loved ones, and friends is the way to celebrate Christmas. If you're going to interact into a secular holiday, speak the word. Talk about all the good things the Lord has done and all the sins you've committed that you learned from because your conscience ate a hole through your rib cage. Just tore your heart up. Just having that terrible feeling that you know that you gossiped. That you know you may have looked the wrong way as the opposite sex walked by you. Or how you felt condemned for buying something that you just didn't need. Because maybe your kids needed something. Christmas has been commercialized. And if Christians going to celebrate it, I don't think a Christian should spend a lot of money on it. And I think God hates Christmas because of the way the world celebrates it. Every religion celebrates Christmas, don't they? But I tell you, God is pleased with the few believers that genuinely celebrate the birth of the Lord. I may do another video or audio on some of what the old church fathers, the old theologians thought about this day. I'm just talking aloud, trying to be as transparent as possible. But y'all have fun. I am. I'm going to mingle with some family, and there'll be some secular ones there that probably will give gifts and all that. But I'm broke. They know that I'm not going to give them anything. But enjoy this season. And if you do go to parties and such, make it a point to tell them the story of the birth of Christ. And the story in Luke 1 where Mary was pregnant with baby Jesus. And so was Elizabeth with John the Baptist at the same time. And all these other good stories that are in there that prophesy the birth of Christ. So enjoy yourselves and make this an opportunity to give the gospel out to some family members that are ignorant of it. You'd be surprised how many kids today that have no idea who Jesus is. In America. No idea. But they know about the jolly old elves and the big feast that you eat on Christmas Day, and the good luck oysters or black-eyed peas they eat on Christmas Day, and the candy in the stocking. You know, this is trying to find this verse here in Romans. Should have been more prepared. Okay. Romans 14, verse 5. One man esteemeth one day above another. Another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. One man considers a day above another. Another considers every day alike. That's us, Christians. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind, and consider every day alike. If you're serving Christ, today he should be served in your walk and talk just like it was last Tuesday or last Saturday. Every day is a day to serve Christ and celebrate his birth. One more verse, Romans 14, 5 through 8. Already read verse 5, but let's read it all together. One person esteems one day above another. Another esteems every day alike. Let each be fully convinced in his own mind. He who observes the day, observes it to the Lord. And he who does not observe the day, to the Lord, he does not observe it. He who eats, eats to the Lord, for he gives God thanks. And he who does not eat, to the Lord he does not eat, and gives thanks. For none of us lives to himself, and no one dies to himself. For if we live to the Lord. And if we die to the Lord. Therefore, whether we live or die, we are the Lord's. So, today's not a wicked day if you're living every other day for the Savior. But it's a wicked day if you're going into debt, practicing gluttony, seeking to open what you wanted all year, a materialistic gift. And if you're going out carousing, getting drunk, because it's a day off from work, and it's a holiday, let's go get drunk. Because it's supposed to be celebrating the Savior of mankind, isn't it? But you got Christians out there that say they are, and they're out there partaking in this secular day, just getting ripped out of their mind. And then when the day of debt is over, depression sits in. They get their monthly statement for their credit card bills that they ran up to make their wife happy and their kids love them more, for giving him his favorite scooter, or buying your wife a big piece of jewelry to kind of make her happy after you've done her wrong all year. Just all kinds of things come into play here. Just talking aloud. But Merry Christmas to everyone. Talk about the gospel to somebody. That's a gift to give. And enjoy the holiday. Till next time.